A legal practitioner and citizen of Ghana, Professor Stephen Akufo-Addo, has petitioned President Nana Akufo-Addo for the removal of Chief Justice Gertrude Torkornoo for alleged misbehavior and incompetence. Now, we'll speak with the lawyer. Lawyer Antiedu has joined us on the phone lines. Before we give you the details, let's speak with him, and then we'll get you what the story also has captured. Lawyer Antiedu, thank you for your time. You're welcome to Newsbeat. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. My pleasure.
Right, and I hope you're doing well. Well, let's go straight into the matter. So this story actually broke yesterday when we saw the petition flying around. First of all, give us clarity, the legal clarity on what the lawyer is also seeking to achieve in the removal of the Chief Justice.
Yes, thank you very much. Yes, the petition, as we have all seen it, is citing some cases of misconduct on the part of the Chief Justice, and then case of incompetence as in the grounds for grounds calling for her removal. So basically, it's about some of the work that she has done as a CJ in our recent past, particularly regarding the nomination that she sent to the President for consideration for appointment to the Supreme Court. And he thinks that there was some prior discussion between the Chief Justice and the President, which undermines the independence that the judiciary should have. And then some issues of incompetence bordering on how she empanels and then transfers cases and all that. So in a nutshell, those are the grounds stated, allegations contained in that petition on the basis of what she is asking for the removal of the Chief Justice. And these are constitutional, that the office of the Chief Justice and that of the Justices of Superior Courts are protected, but where there exist some grounds bordering on incompetence, bordering on stated misbehavior, or the inability of the CJ to perform the functions of maybe the CJ were unfit. But now that is not applicable, so he is citing only the cases of incompetence and some cases of misbehavior or misconduct. So now, that is all that it contains, yes.
Right. This is about maybe Ghana trying to make history through lawyer Akufo-Addo. How possible do you think this is? Is this an easy petition for the President to go through, and probably the end results being achieved, or what the lawyer is expecting to achieve?
Yeah, so the Constitution is clear, the procedure are set out, just that the Supreme Court has added, one layer. So this one, the President should just form a committee prescribed by the Constitution that will go into the matter. But first, the Supreme Court has determined in the previous case that there should be a determination of a prima facie case. So they asked for Professor Azan. He has done his bit, and that is what we should even encourage, that when somebody thinks that something has gone wrong, the person has the legal right, constitutional right, to petition the President for the rest of the process to continue. So when somebody does that, we should not, condemn the person, but rather applaud the person for taking that step. After all, when you send such a matter to the President, it's not conclusive. It's the committee and then the actors in series that will determine whether what is being alleged is actually true, and that forms the basis for a recommendation to be made to the President. So, yes, doing it is one thing, but the committee also going through it. And this one is not historic, because we've had a number of them. Maybe in the case of the CJ, it has not come in the case of a petition, but you'll find that there have been cases where lawyers have been challenged certain appointment in the past in the Supreme Court, asking for the removal, or the fact that maybe a certain Chief Justice should be removed from office. Now we've seen that it's not a new matter that it has been tested before, and that's where actually the court established that, just in the case of removal of other justices of the Supreme Court. When it comes to the Chief Justice, there should be a determination of a prima facie case before maybe there will be a determination as whether the committee should actually go and inquire into the matters raised in the petition. So it's not new.
And legally, how long do you think it will take for maybe the president and his team to establish their prima facie case?
So the prima facie case will not be established by the president. There should be a committee.
Sorry, sir, if you can speak up a bit, I can hardly hear you.
Hello?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Hello, is it better?
Yes, lawyer, I can hear you. Go ahead.
So if
I can hear you now, so you can speak up.
Yeah, Article 1466 reads that where the petition for approval of the Chief Justice, the President shall, acting in consultation with the Council of State, appoint a committee consisting of 2 justices of the Supreme Court, one of whom shall be appointed chairman by the President, and 3 assistants who are not members of the Council of State or Parliament or lawyers. So the Constitution clearly defines who can be a member of the committee. The President will not be acting directly in this case. The President will consult with the Council of State and appoint that committee. So that committee that will inquire into the matter. But like I'm saying, there should even be the determination of whether or not there's a prima facie case, whether there was one looking at the petition itself. It raises a reasonable matter to even inquire into before even the actual inquiry will be made. But you ask of the time, this is administrative. But even setting up the committee can take a matter of days, maybe within a week that can be done. But of course, the committee's work is not defined. There are no lines as to when the committee should finish its work. So definitely we'll have some time on our hands. And depending on the matters to be inquired into, you need to call the petitioner and other people to come and testify, and particularly for them to submit the for further review and all that. We saw what happened when recently a similar petition was sent, and then some calls were made for people to submit evidence and all that.
So with the procedure you've outlined, there's a likelihood, highly possible, that this case may travel into the next administration, which will be taken over by John Dramani Mahama. Or legally, do you think it's limited to the president? Because the petition is addressed to His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Ghana. It matters not who is the president when the case is traveling, right?
Yes, you are right. Absolutely. President of Ghana is the President of Ghana, and the Constitution, it doesn't distinguish at all. And for good reason, we have even our governance affairs in a way that there wouldn't be such a vacuum. So at any point in time, we know who our president is. And that president, friendly to go into the next administration, and the petition must be aware of that. But it doesn't matter who is there. It's about the substance of the petition and whether the committee that will be put in place will make something out of it. But the change in leadership of the country will not affect the competency of this petition.
Wow. Very interesting. Are you able to give us maybe a rough time frame that this petition may last for it to get to its notable conclusion?
Not at all, and that would be a difficult thing to do because the committee will have to determine. There are certain matters that may be clear-cut, easy to go into, but sometimes a lot of matters will come out that will take the committee a longer time. So yes, the president may give some timelines to them, but it's difficult for anybody to tell. But this matter will go. It's just like a matter going to court. You are able to tell whether the court will deliver judgment in a day or two. But of course, this is a matter that we should look into after 3 months or more.